But also, you guys have got a little question. I got something to let you know about. A new Call of Duty update's coming out today, so there'll be no streams through 5 to 6, so I can get the update on my console. Let's start. Let's return into beginning to our nether room. I built this little quick access route down here. Nether quartz will not be kept in this chest, so let's go. We're not there. Need it. Let's go to our ore storage, which we built last episode, by the way. On where I did build my nether storage. It's a way in, because I did build a door ready for the next room. There it is. That's for enchantment bottles, which I do classify as an ore, which is too rare. Let's go to our generic story room. These boats just storage rooms. Instead of building a storage room, I thought I might as well. Okay, let's go. We're gonna get out. Let's go for 6 pickaxes, and we're only in here. Make sure it's on peaceful. We're only on here for the nether quartz. And once we're done with nether quartz and glowstone and magma block. I will be killing myself at the end, just so we can return back to the main world. Yeah, obviously because I have to keep inventory on. Hunts like this, obviously I'm going to want to have that type of thing on. I spent 15 quid on downloadable content for Battlefield. That's what I was thinking, Mum, because Amazon has done something a bit dodgy. I've returned an item, and I still have not got my money yet. Maybe it's still, if the item comes, great. If it doesn't come, I want my money, you know. It's just anything you expect for returning something used. Money, the money back. Yeah, I was getting Doctor Specials, but then because like that's 5 episodes, £15, and I don't want a massive boxy case on my goddamn shelf. So I'm waiting until it's re-released as a thinner slipped to Blu-ray. Take less space on the shelf. Also, some of those games we can get some Call of Duty points, because who knows what's getting released with this new event. And there's some 3 new blackout skins, so I guess 2 of them will do what they did last time, but 2 of them I can't wait to use shadows. A new blackout skin being added to supply drops. I know, problem. If they didn't announce it was coming in supply drops and like anything else and just left it for a couple of weeks, then yeah, I'm really getting angry now. You know I hate the 50 tier thing. Now they've put it to 40 tiers. Can you just stop? Might as well get 80 items over the event. What in time? There's going to be no tier system. really annoying me now, because I don't want to be there grinding 40 tiers to be done with it. 50 tiers was easy enough as it was. There's going to be so many other miscellaneous games now just because of that. I'm getting pissed off. Everyone else might think it's a fucking massive laugh that we get, that they're literally treating us like fucking kids. But fucking hell. Just think about how shitty that is. Because once you're done with that, you have nothing to do practically, because the core game mechanics are shit. Let's be real. It was in there to get all the weapons in the game, which I do own right now. Not the Bible ones, I own all the weapons you can get in the tier loot. So that's Damon, the SWAT, the Cap, the Rampage, the Switchblade, the Tiger Shark, and the Vendetta, which finally came out. I thought it was never going to come out at this point in time. But yeah, I just think it's just treating us like fucking kids. I don't know why everyone's so happy that the tiers are going back down to 40. It's not a good thing. So low expectations of us now that they're putting the tier. I'm really, in my opinion, I think it should just stay 100. And it also means you've got less of time on your limited time events, because that means now it's going to be like 20 something days before the next event, which means if you want to cop up all the loot the first part of the event. I hate this. I already hate it enough as it is. You guys know how vocal I am about it. I really wish they did an option for Black Ops Pass which didn't up to 100 tiers, so base players got 50, and then if you Black Ops Pass you get 100. So, but the loot that you don't unlock from that, it cops over onto the next list. We need something for Black Ops Pass owners. They're scamming us, aren't they? There's cool exclusive rewards. We had one little fucking reward plus maps. In my opinion, that's very appalling. You can't just go and release specialists that you've actually added your goddamn skins for in the fucking blackout mode. You can't just go doing that. We better get a free blackout skin in replacement of Reaper. Just add that as a normal skin. I'm really appalled right now. They thought no one would be vocal. Well, let's say Call of Duty is the best. Explain this. Why the fuck do they keep just treating us like shit? And what do I expect to be shit for this event? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact they can't make a new Ether storyline map. Alpha Omega looks amazing. I haven't seen much gameplay because I don't want to spoil myself. I'll be streaming it today. So you're going to get a zombie stream. I was going to drop my Ancient Evil review, so I'm going to stream some Ancient Evil gameplay. I'm going to stream all my reviews actually. I haven't done reviews on every map yet, so I need to go back through and do individual stream maps. So I'm going to show you what I'm on about. I kind of rushed over reviewing on one of them. One of my streams, I believe I called it under that name. I want to drop a singular review for every single map, and it'll be Zombies 101, 102, and you know what I mean. It'll be classified in the same link as all my blackout streams, so that means it's going to be in the 200s, my reviews. And then I'm dropping Alpha Omega view once DLC 3 is inbound. Obviously we know what DLC 4 is going to be. It's going to be ending the Ether, which I'm really angry about. Which means if we don't get London in this map, practically that means it's safe to say that I'm sorry guys, but if you guys love the Ether and love the new maps, well, your day is fucking over, because it's probably going to be something Revelations styled. You get to build the staffs is all we know, because they're going to hunt for what they're doing in this one is they're hunting for the second Origins stone, obviously, because obviously the first one was used to end Brutus and all his, yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just so upset that we now, all the tiers have been split up again, but I hope there's really good rewards. What it sounds like is there's going to be less. Please, I really hope at least half of them are not going to be stickers slash calling cards. Now it seems like there's going to be an ultra weapon bribe. There's going to be some actual general good stuff in that tier loot. I think I'm scared about though. In my opinion, the update's already dead from the moment it came out. Just because of the fact that the tier loot is just so fucking being... They will think we can't do it because we're kids. I like Grand Heist and Absolute Zero. I think they were the perfect tiers. Now 50 split up, shit. Sorry, pardon my language, but 50 tiers is shit. But I could do that in the first 20 week. I did that nearly in the first week. With no payments, straight up grind. Like, and I think it's fucking that difficult. How the fuck am I doing it in like fucking 3 days? So my streaming series is going to be a bit more smaller this time. I wanted to really stream again, and then I realised there's a new tier loot. Why don't we stream grinding to get finishing our absolute Operation Z? But then no, decided it'd be a good fucking idea to go piss me off even more. I really hope this is the last event that splits it up. I hope it don't go to 25. Because remember, there's no weapon at the end of that. Yeah, I know what you guys are going to say. What did you just say? Yep. I believe, if I'm 100% corrected, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to think the thing that's going to piss everyone off is going to be no weapons in the tier loot. I just have a feeling. I just really have a feeling. They've released 4 weapons, usually there'll be 5 that are in tiers. And also, to just make my coincidences buzz, they didn't announce the new weapon added into that pack. They did announce the Argus, so if there was a weapon released into these tier boot loot, it would be the Argus in my opinion. There's a really cool Koshka Mastercraft unlock at tier 20 though. Like, props to them. Basically, there's a new melee weapon with the zombie's hand, basically like the Android hand you can get in Black Ops 3. But it's connected to the Koshka. A weapon that I personally don't use in multiplayer. Having that will give me another use for the Koshka in zombies. Just having that zombie decor on the gun. It does look cool. I'll show you. I'll doing a review on it. That's our first Mastercraft since Grand Heist for free. No, I don't think we got one in Grand Heist for free. I think, if I'm being honest with myself, the last Mastercraft I think we ever got was an Absolute Zero, and that's not a joke. Yeah, because there's only one Blackout skin. Yeah, I remember that event. There's no Blackout skins, I believe. If there was one, I would think it was the Avenged Sevenfold. Now, I think the Avenged Sevenfold guy might be in like a bundle. There's like a Ravager character. I don't know why. Maybe they changed the default skins into like Ravager characters, which would be very awesome. You could break down doors now. That's pretty cool, I guess. There's going to be some massive downplays to that. Don't camp. They're ruining your game. Thank you. I'm actually thanking them for that. But the thing I'm really upset about and can't shake it off my head is they're going to do something fucking tragic. The event so far sounds good, but whenever it sounds like a good event, something always ruins the fact it's a good event. Like last time we got weapons in the supply drop, and then the first part of Spectre Rising and Grand Heist, they added about 5,000 billion things into the bloody supply drops, like stickers, calling cards, face paints. No one gives a shit about stuff that nobody gives a shit about. And now it looks like that is going to be Groupon, which I really hope it isn't. I'll be resetting the nether, so we can do this again. The one thing I'm really scared about is how many items are going to get added. They've been completely abrupt with us. Thank you, Treyarch. It's the first time they've ever been fucking abrupt with us about what's coming in supply drops and what's not. Like last time, I think that's one of the reasons why everyone was really pissed that they're adding stuff in the supply drops. Because it was unexpected, unknown, just came out of fucking, it seemingly came out of nowhere. Just appeared one day. Oh yeah, I know what they did in Grand Heist. They added blackjack, didn't they? Everyone got really pissed off because they knew exactly what they were doing at that point. I didn't get pissed off blackjack until I realised blackjack was a playable character in Blackout and Spectre Rising, I believe. Yeah, Spectre Rising. I still think I'm not Sarah Hall, David Mason, or bloody... Who's the other guy? Jane Doe. But I don't really care about Jane Doe because I got John Doe, which is basically just a male version of Jane Doe. So many characters. No Black Ops Pass characters, sadly. I think we should get a 5th Black Ops Pass character, seeing as Reaper has literally just been added into the game. A different kind of Reaper, I believe they've been saying. No, it fucking isn't. The reason why I knew is because after that I went and compared my Reaper on game to the Reaper that was being added, and it was practically the same, just different body armour. The head was the same. Maybe next event we'll get a new free character, which would instantly redeem what they've done here. They give us a new free character alongside that Reaper variant. Like, it's not too much stuff we're asking for here. We're just asking for something to wrap out, make it look like it's actually worth buying the goddamn Black Ops Pass. Is all Black Ops Pass owners really just want is some exclusive reward that's going to just change their opinion on Black Ops 4. Make a new a free Blackout skin. Rustman's coming, so I'm so glad I got Misty, and Sergey. A lot of characters are coming in. Danny Trejo from Call of the Dead is returning, making a grand return into Blackout. Don't have a real big issue with that. The lead singer from Avenged Sevenfold's finally got Blackout skin. I'm surprised they haven't re-released replace it yet. They literally haven't released him again yet. Which I like. I've got him though, so I didn't need. There's one thing I'm asking, Treyarch. Please, Treyarch, give us more rewards. We only had one reward for fucking getting the Black Ops Pass owner, and that was Sergeant Frank Woods. I can't really say Reaper's a special reward anymore, because practically anyone has him. Even if it's a different version by a little spec, it's still the same character, which I'm really disappointed at. Just that special reward will just make getting Reaper for free instead of with the Black Ops Pass that we paid 50 fucking quid for would be a bit of a reward. I spent 100 quid in this fucking game just so I could play the fucking DLC. Fucking, I hate this system so much. I'm so excited for next Call of Duty because the DLC is fucking free. Yep, they've announced the DLC is going to be free in that game, which I'm really excited about now. So anyone really can just go up, pick up the DLC for free. I don't even think you have to install it. I think it's just going to be put on your console like instant. But dear God, I really hope we get some more Black Ops rewards. I know I keep mentioning it, but that's one of the things that everyone should give once. You know, because right now it feels like the Black Ops Pass was a massive waste of fucking money. You know, we got DLC. Where's the rewards you promised everyone? There's exclusive rewards, because right now we haven't had any Black Ops Pass double XPs. We haven't had anything really. Like even if it was just a double XP week, for Black Ops Pass owners, we would still be grateful if we got an extra extension to the double XP. It means Black Ops Pass are going to be higher levels than normal people. I know I don't like exclusivity in games, but this is one of the exceptions because we actually spent a lot of money. Some fucking little grubby little fucking teenagers and kids like that can just fucking hop on whenever they like and get exactly the same amount of double XP as us. So I think it's just a massive slap in the face to any Black Ops Pass owner. The fact that we didn't even get an extension on double XP. Literally all we get is fucking the maps and then we're told to fuck off. 50 quid, but the Black Ops Pass was 50 pissing quid. That's the same as a PlayStation membership renewal. The internet for the PlayStation Plus, it's the same amount as the renewal for that. That's something when you know it's a bit of an overpricement. But yeah, the fact that they can't even be as nice as to extend double XP for Black Ops Pass owners, in my opinion, is fucking appalling, and it needs to change, and it needs to change now. I'm sitting here waiting for the fucking goddamn exclusive rewards that we get for Black Ops Pass. It literally says new and exclusive rewards every day. We haven't had fucking bullshit yet, have we? No, we haven't even got factions, let alone bloody rewards. I know I keep going on about factions, but it's appalling. It's been announced since last year, August, before the game was even released. And now we're near the end of the game's release cycle. It's nearly October, we've got like 3 to 4 months of this game there. And you can't even be so kind as to extend double XP and give us factions. Factions you need to release, and you need to release soon, or you are going to get a lot of haters up your ass. Factions was announced to be some sort of like storyline campaign type thing, which looked amazing. Got exclusive, that was where you're going to get the exclusive reward, and it was also the second idea for the factions was going to be like a tier loot thing for zombies. You can grind out more loot. Like zombies, mastercrafts, like the welling and stuff like that would have come, and the bowie knife, you would have got the bloody bowie knife through that way, permanent bowie knife, and new weapons and stuff like that. Just really cool ideas, and it hasn't been implemented yet, which is a very bad sign. You can't just announce you're going to add a feature and then haven't released it until the end of the year. I really hope it does come with DLC too. I hope they're just being very secretive with factions. If not, this game has gone down the shitter for me instantly. It's lost all credibility just for lying to us. Lying to us, lying to me. I hate liars. I absolutely despise the fucking people. If you're gonna fucking lie to me and tell me that game mode's ready and it's actually not ready, I am not going to be very happy, am I? Because we're barely even being treated right with fucking Black Ops Pass, no exclusivity weapons. Like if we put the Black Ops Pass, let's say, with any Affinity Board release, they usually, what they do with that is give you the bonus. They did it with IW, and I believe they did it with Modern Warfare as well. Bought the Season Pass, you would have got yourself every DLC, a base variant for DLC weapons, or you could do them in challenges to unlock them. These you just have to spend money and unlock them. Which I'm really upset about, and they think they can just go and say that there's a certain game mode that everyone's actually got their really hopes up that it's going to be a very good game mode. It's probably going to end up being shit anyway, but everyone's just excited for in the first place. Has been announced and it's actually not out yet. It's fucking appalling, and quite honestly makes me feel sick that they can just straight up lie. If it's not, I really hope they just keep being secretive. I really hope they're just being secretive with this. Because that would actually be really disappointing if they weren't being secretive with this and actually didn't announce anything because there was nothing. I'm just keeping my hopes up that there will be factions. If not, I'm actually going to be the most disappointed. I'm going to probably lose my shit on tonight's stream if there's no factions. Like, I just want factions. Like, we've waited fucking months for this. We waited a year now. We waited nearly a year for this fucking one game mode. It's going to give zombies more narrative to play Blood of the fucking Dead. Because right now, Blood of the Dead's a fucking dead map. I'm not trying to play wordplay, I'm trying to be as fucking blatantly honest as I could. As blatantly honest as I can be. And in fact, they think this is actually acceptable to just treat the fans like this. And lie to them. In my opinion, I know my opinion is not good, but that's appalling. And the fact that everyone's like, oh, this event's going to be great. I know there's going to be a downside, and it's not. It's going to be factions this time. They're going to probably announce factions is never coming. At this point in time, I'm waiting for that message. I'm waiting for that message. Factions will not be ever being released due to certain bullshit reason. I'm just ready for it. At this point, I just want them to be blatantly honest with us. I don't want them to keep telling us the event's going to come out next goddamn DLC, and it never has, and then they're going to do the same thing in the next DLC. Can recycle them telling us it's coming, and then it never is. It's nearly the end of the fucking zombies season. We got one more map, and we haven't even got factions. We got 2 more maps. The one coming tonight, and one coming in 2 to 3 months. How dare you tell us that this game's gonna be fucking finished? You should be releasing factions now. Screw the update. Just fucking release it to everyone, because that's appalling. We've waited fucking years. I'm really angry and I'm not happy that the fact they can just scam us like that. And it is a scam, in my opinion. It's bullshit. Lying is as worse as getting scammed, in my opinion. The top 3 things I hate are liars, scammers, and people that just try and roast me and fail miserably. But I really goddamn hope that we get goddamn factions, or I'm going to lose my absolute temper on this game. Tonight, if there's no factions, I'm not playing zombies for you guys. End of. Now I will, because it's a new map. Obviously, I've still got to know where my channel originated from, which was obviously me doing a load of zombies content. Sadly now, if you do zombies content, you're gonna get copyright strike because you can't show the fucking first 10 seconds of a cutscene. Whoever thought of that, you're an asshole. I can't see that well. In my opinion, I think it's not coming anymore. It's a sad thing to say. I would love factions to be released soon, but in my opinion, I don't think it's coming. I don't have a feeling it's not coming. I'm genuinely upset about that. Factions need to be released, and it needs to be released soon. I don't care if it's unfucking finished. You told us it's unfinished for 9 fucking months practically. Plus the fucking month before the release. You announced it 2 months before the fucking release. August, that's coming up. That's next month. It's gonna be a year since you've announced that goddamn mode, and it hasn't even come out yet. A fucking year. 365 goddamn days since you've announced the goddamn factions. Nearly. I'm disappointed with this game. Seriously, they're adding all this new microtransaction shit, but you can't add the 5 core things you fucking promised. Black Ops Pass rewards, factions, custom mutations. Well, technically have come out as gauntlets, but the gauntlets are shit, let's be real. People are paying for the rewards, which are fucking decals on your fucking goddamn stickers. I'm angry, I really am. Because how dare they go on and say this game mode's coming in the next operation and not fucking announce it. Craig Houston. Huh? What happens to this game mode? Did it just evaporate? Seriously, why would you promise something to fans a year in advance and not deliver? That's something else I really do despise, and that's people that are trying to keep promising and lie. So if there's an actual genuine good reason, like your mum died or some shit. Obviously their mum hadn't died, I don't think. Or the world's biggest asshole, but that's besides the point. They need to release factions at some point. Factions need to come out. Because now we've waited nearly 365 days for factions, and it's still not appeared. I don't know how gaming coding works or anything like that. But if they add factions, I want to know about it, you know? Oh, I know what people should have asked the game tester that got fired from Activision for that taking his lunch break. I believe there's another reason, but we should have asked him, is factions coming soon? To which then he'll probably given us a month. But he did say Nuketown. Nuketown was coming, so he did announce Nuketown was coming. I think it would have been funner to have that as an Ether map, Chaos map. That would have been so funny to have Nuketown as a Chaos map. They announced that the next couple of maps were going to be fucking Chaos, and then with DLC 2, with next season, you're going to get all the Ether maps. But still, I'm very appalled at the fact that they can just lie to us like that. Everyone's like, oh, it's fine. At least multiplayer and these blackouts getting their content. But no one gives a fuck about zombies anymore. That's been thrown to the sideline fucking over and over and over again. And when they can't even be asked to release game modes, they've released other game modes that no one gives a fuck about. Everyone wants fucking factions and not fucking gauntlets or fucking goddamn rush modes. Who the fuck actually gives a fuck about rush at this moment? No one, that's right. Stop adding new rush gauntlets and work on fucking factions. I'm getting really angry because I want to fucking go and see factions finally be released after years and years and years of promise. Literally, it's nearly been a year. It's nearly been a full fucking year since you've announced this game mode was coming out, and it's still not here. Are we not worth that much? Are we not worth anything to you guys? That's my one question I have to ask them. Is factions just... Are we not worth getting any content for... Are we not even worth your day and time to make actual content for zombies? There's a lot coming to zombies, like new epic elixirs obviously, and the microtransactions, because you can buy them. Most of the stuff micros. Most of the stuff involves the Black Ops Pass anyway as well, so... People that don't buy the Black Ops Pass have been really shafted here. Like, I would say, as a matter of fact, they've been screwed. This game would have been a missable game. Haven't bought the Black Ops Pass, this game is a missable game. Please don't go for there. Black Ops Pass is having trouble getting content. I feel so sorry for the people that just get the tier loot. They literally have... There's no point in playing zombies. You only have Blood of the Dead, Classified, and fucking Voyage of... They don't even have Classified. You have Voyage of Despair, 9, and goddamn Blood, which are the worst maps in my opinion. 9's a bit fun. 9's fun. Alright. You get 3 Gauntlet modes, you get 3 Rush modes, but still, I think Gauntlet modes should just be, and everyone should just be allowed to hop into any Gauntlet mode, you know what I mean? Like, say you pay for the Black Ops Pass, I think anyone should just be able to hop into the Gauntlets and Rush modes, but not the main map itself. Because it changes the maps a lot. So they can have a little look around the map, they can test the map out. In my opinion, I really do think this game just hates us at this point. It just does one thing after another to just despite shit on us. I will be taking a break after stream. I'm that angry at the fact that I've just had a massive revelation that Fractions is not coming this event. I'm just going to stop getting my hopes up, you know, because at this point in time they're just lying to us now. It's at that point where they're saying it's coming next operation, it's coming next operation, like fucking every 5 fucking minutes. But it's not though. It's not here. Got no information on it. They always drop information on something. I'm done with Black Ops 4. I'm actually going to probably put my controller down and go, this ain't the game I want to be spending my time on. I was a proud supporter of this game. From day fucking one it was released, since everyone was shitting on the fucking thing, I've been like, oh, it's not that bad, guys. Oh, it's not that bad. Well, every time they release micros, I do have a little rant about it. Because obviously they update how shit their microtransaction system is. But now, I have something else to moan about, which I'm going to moan about in the episode 205 probably. I'm still playing Black Ops to get the grind on, but I still want to do a little bit of a ranty video today, because I'm angry. And I'm angry as all I've ever been angry. I don't think I've ever been this angry at a game in my life. How dare you promise a fucking mode and then go, oh, you know what, the fans ain't that fucking good enough to actually release the mode that we promised was coming out. Like, how fucking dare you? Are you that fucking deluded you think your game's fucking perfect? Who cares about the core mechanics of the game? Well, it's the game mode you promised nearly a year ago. It's been a fucking year. Treyarch, it's been a fucking year now. It has actually nearly been a year. And you haven't even released your fucking game mode. How dare you? How dare you think that's fucking acceptable? To announce your game mode and then fucking not release it. Oof. I don't think I've ever been this shattered and upset in my life. You've just pissed me off on the wrong day. If we don't get factions, I'm done. I'm actually done with this game. We're gonna keep plugging on micros, but we're not gonna add core game modes into the fucking game. I wanna see factions. I don't give a fuck. Zombies is boring. Well, Alpha Omega's coming out, yeah, but factions with Alpha Omega would have been the best thing ever, because it's the return of people, the game modes, the game apps people actually give a fuck about. Let's be real, no one gives a fuck about the Chaos story as much as they do the Ether. Well, because people are fucking perverts and weirdos. I've seen people literally compliment in-game characters' tits before. Why? It's a game. Stop sucking the fucking... Stop thinking you're gonna go suck a game character's tits, you fucking weirdo. I'm getting angry because now at this point in time they can't. You've announced the game mode and it's not being released. I'd rather have an incomplete, rushed piece of shit game mode than a polished, takes too long to release or don't really care game mode. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a shit game mode than I'd rather have a rush game mode than a game mode that's probably going to get boring after a while anyway. I don't care if Treyarch gets angry at me, what I'm saying. But how dare you think for a second that the game's gonna get fucking better if you fucking don't even put out one of the game modes you promised. I'm leaving them over now and this gonna be another stream. And I'm gonna start off another stream in Black Ops 4 where I have a massive fucking go at the developers and have a go at the fucking game creators, because at this point in time I am fucking livid. I am so livid in fact that I actually am shaking. I've never been so bored of fucking zombies mode than I have Treyarch's zombies this year. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Right, I'm gonna quick save. Bye bye.